exciting story to share with y'all.
Last fall, we chaperoned a field trip for our son's class to the forest, and we were in charge of our little group of kids. That was, I think, 6 kids. We had 3 boys and 3 girls, and we spent the day with them, exploring and adventuring and having lunch together, and it was such a fun. It was just like a perfect fun day for us. We love chaperoning and being a part of like any of our kids' school activities. One of the little girls in our group, her name was Rosa. She was so adorable, and she spent the day, Mr. Blue, Mr. Matt, and we came to and she was just so sweet.
We were in the gift shop, and we were walking through the gift shop, and I said, "Who is this?" Because I thought we only had 2 girls, and then Matt said, "She's actually in our group." And so for that reason alone, she kind of stuck out to me. And then later on at lunch, her and Crow were sitting across from each other at the picnic tables, and they kept kicking each other. There were little things like that that kept happening throughout the day.
Like their dynamic was very much that, like this kind of like fun, like playful, little mischievous like dynamic that the 2 of them had.
Yeah, and I feel like looking back now, it was obviously the universe was, putting her in my sight, putting her in my space. For that reason. But speaking of the universe.
Well, wait a second. I have to back up a little bit too, because I haven't told this story in a while. It's been a minute, so I got to back up a little bit. So we have been going through the
foster adoption
certification process again. This time we went through it and we took our time with it. We were in no real rush. We said we're just gonna let the universe do its thing. We're not gonna try and force it, or the first time you go through, you're so excited to be new parents, and it's like you're like trying to get through it as fast as you can, and like what's next? What's the next step? What's the next step? This time we just thought we're gonna get certified, see what happens. We're not pushing anything, and also like when we were going through it, I think it was mostly me. I had it really set in my head that I wanted a younger child. Our age range, I think, that we put down as a preference was newborn to
5
or 6, something like that, but still younger.
And there was a lot of back and forth about that too, because it was a matter of our son is older, he's gonna have a younger brother or sister, which would be great, he would love that, but then
the gap would have been a lot more, so like, will they connect?
Is that going to fill his need for having a companion and a sibling that he can find common interests with?
We were still pretty set on like wanting just a younger kid.
We were.
Mostly I was.
I was all about getting an older kid and maybe even a teenager.
Okay, so mostly I was. So, cut to, we're on this field trip, and we get home that night, and I have this moment of, oh shoot, Blue, I got a voicemail yesterday from a DCS worker about a kid up here in our town that needs a home. It's a little girl, but she's 8 years old, and that's a little older than we're looking for, so I didn't think much about it. I kind of forgot about it, but I have this voicemail, like, are you curious? Do you want to look into it a little bit more? And he said to me, Matt, come on. If it was a little girl like Rosa, who we just spent the entire day with on the field trip, we would be over the moon to have her as part of our family. I said, you're right, you're absolutely right. She was the sweetest. If it was a girl like that, we would be thrilled. So I go get my phone, I check my voicemail, and sure enough, the message was from the DCS workers saying, hi, we have a little girl up here. Her name is Rosa. She needs a home. We were just wondering if you would be interested.
Goes to the same school.
She goes to the same school as your son. And all of a sudden, the pieces all start coming together, and we're like, wait a second.
The room was spinning.
Hold up. What? This could not be. And then, so I call the DCS worker first thing the next morning, and sure enough, it is the girl that we spent the entire day with that he had referenced completely unknowingly that if it was her, that we would be thrilled to have her in our home. Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
That is like the universe, or whatever you want to call it, actually like at work at its most. And so we, of course, now we're excited and we say yes, we would love to, learn more about her, and we start getting more information. And then so we set up a couple play dates. We called them play dates because we didn't want, they were in the same class, and we didn't want to necessarily get their hopes up. What's funny too is like after those play dates, the teacher had reached out to us and told us how they had been spending even more time together and sitting together every day at lunch and had just become even closer than they were before. I'm gonna tell another little sweet story. So this was right before the holidays, right? So right before Christmas. They were like in their little group of friends, and one of their other little friends asked Crow what his Christmas wish was. And he said, well, my wish for Christmas would be to get a new sister. And Rosa leaned over and whispered into Crow's ear, maybe I could be your sister. Oh, come on. And he told us this story when he got home that night, and it just crushed us.
After we went on these play dates, and we kind of felt like she fit in our home, she fit in our family. We really enjoyed being around her. One night at dinner, it was the three of us, Matt, myself, and Crow, and we asked Crow, how would you feel if we brought Rosa into our family and adopted her? And he just got this smirk on his face, and he just looked up and he said, I was hoping you were gonna ask me that.
And you know what's so sweet too is like that has always been his thing. Whenever the like topic or subject of a sibling has come up, he's always wanted a sister. And so it's just like sweet that he manifested this into, reality.
I mean, he really did.
He
really did. Like we go places and they're the same age, they have the same like hair tones, and they kind of look alike, and they easily could be siblings. Everybody thinks they're twins.
100%. They look like siblings.
Already in the short amount of time are so bonded. Y'all want to meet the Dallas Hamilton kids?
Chickaditos!
Hey!
And Monkey Doos! Wait, pause that music!
I'm saying not to that.
Wait, what's up, Monkey Dude?
Oh, he's mine!
Oh,
he's a traitor.
Traitor. Oh,
That's okay, you got competition now.
You want to introduce your new sister?
No.
Why don't you want to introduce
You do it.
If Crow is being too goofball-y and shy and embarrassing, we'll have to introduce her. The most beautiful, wonderful, sweetest, kindest, lovely Miss Rosa Ray.
Yeah.
Look at this sweet little chickadee.
Hi.
Say hello to the world. How do you feel about being a Dallas Hamilton?
Good. Daddy.
Yeah? Just good? Just good?
Actually awesome.
You feel awesome about it? Not good,
Daddy,
but...
awesome.
Awesome! A Dolly Hammy!
How do you feel about having this monkey butt as a brother, huh? Pretty cool?
Yeah.
You like
because
it?
he has too many Legos, and I love it.
There's no such thing as too many Legos.
There goes my mind.
Do you remember when we introduced Crow and we like did this to his face?
Oh my gosh, this?
Now we did this? She's got such a squishy face too.
She has a squishier face than
I
he
think
does.
she does. I think
Yeah.
she has an even squishier. Let us see. Let us see.
Cover your face! No! Of all the adventures that we've been on as a family so far, what was your favorite adventure?
It's typing between Disneyland and
the
California Adventure.
Ooh, that's,
Oh, California Adventure, but not the beach?
The
the beach is a
better.
strong third though, huh? Yeah.
The beach is the first, and California Adventure and Disneyland are third and second.
How do you feel about having a brother?
Great, awesome, and perfect.
And perfect. You've been wishing
Great.
and
Great, awesome, perfect. You win like that, and then you put this finger down.
yeah, you've been
That's
wishing
so
for a
weird.
sister for years. For years. It
That's why I said
You
awesome.
can't bend your arms.
was awesome.
Ready?
Or no, perfect.
Straight?
Perfect.
Hey, your fingers.
Oh no, I have no fingers, just a thumb.
Ta-da.
Don't eat my thumb.
Look,
Now I'm eating your wrist.
Straighten your arms.
Holy moly, she is a gymnast.
Anybody want to compliment me how strong I am?
No.
Ooh, shaka boom.
That's all I got, girl. Took all my strength.
just for saying how strong you were.
He's called us out quite a lot.
Has
Yeah.
she?
No, not spider.
Not smart. What about scorpion? What about the scorpion?
I just got.
The scorpion is with the pinkies.
Pinkies?
Yeah, they fit between the ribs better. I hate being tickled!
Peace to the world. Peace to the world.
Peace to the world!
Peace to the world!
Peace to the world.